Good evening, y'all. Welcome to Quatro Cinco News. I'm Bobby H.
And I'm Blex.
Back again for another weekly roundup. Let's get straight into it. Richard Hart's Twitter hit the symbolic milestone of 200,000 followers this week. It's been a meteoric rise for Mr. Hart, whose profile has more than doubled in the past year, springboarding him into the well-deserved ranks as one of the largest crypto personalities. Since the start of the year, his Twitter account has averaged over 700 new followers a day as new hexagons emerge in all forms and fashion. This week, it was discovered that the Hodge twins, an account with over 770,000 followers, seen to be secret hexagons, follow not only Richard, but several other notable hex influencers.
Hart's engagement is what stands out compared to the crowd. Each tweet he releases generates hundreds, if not thousands, of comments and retweets. Richard even pointed this out in a thread with Elon Musk this week, as the two vie to keep Twitter alive and active.
Despite repeated attempts from the haters to silence and dismiss his words, Hart's follower growth is yet another example of network effect in action. Congratulations, Richard, and thanks for giving me the confidence to pull off the veil and show up my face on stream. And a huge thank you to Hex McKinsey for the stunning graphic. If you don't yet, be sure to follow her channel for the slickest and wisest visuals in all of crypto. Appreciate all you do.
Our next story. The Hex.com takeover of global motorsports rages on, as this week a pair of gorgeous Lamborghinis debuted in the UK GT Cup Championship. The cars were sponsored by Top Cat Racing and, according to sources, were paid in Hex that was staked for 6 years. At the wheel were two more amazing Hexagon ladies, Charlotte Gilbert and Charlotte Birch. Gilbert is a longtime GT Cup veteran and former Brit Car Driver of the Year, while Birch is a promising young driver who finished second in last year's Brit Car Trophy Championship. Both cars were brisk out on the track and finished in the top 3 of their respective classes. But the biggest takeaway from the weekend was the stunning paint job. The gradient looked awesome and the commentators had something to say.
It does. It's bold. It's very bold, but like you said, it does work.
The cars will be back on the track April 30th at the Brands Hatch GP. You can catch the stream live on Twitch. We've put the link in the description below.
Our next story, Maximus DAO launched this week, creating another project built on Hex for hexagons. The smart contract aims to help ease the burden of gas fees for small stakes by giving Hex holders the option to stake their Hex through the smart contract in one large combined max length stake. For more, we check in with founder Seth.
You want to tell the people what Maximus is?
Yeah, so just real quick for all the new people, Maximus is a smart contract that facilitates trustless pooling of a max length Hex stake. The way it works is there will be a 14-day minting phase where you put one Hex into the contract and the contract mints you one maxi. And then after the minting phase, all the Hex is bundled up and entered into a max length stake. And then during that time, you can freely trade your maxi token however you wish. And then at the end of the stake, the maxi token is redeemable for the Hex principal plus the Hex yield plus the hedgeron that the stake earned throughout its term. And so one maxi is always backed by at least one Hex. And we're about to roll this thing out.
Since its inception, Hex stakers have paid over $20 million to Ethereum miners, despite being an extremely gas-efficient smart contract. While Pulsechain will solve this for many going forward, the question of how to best maximize Hex on Ethereum remains. The launch phase for Maximus DAO will begin April 16th and run for 14 days. A reminder that despite Maximus getting 2 audits, all new smart contracts come with added risks. So be diligent and please do your own research.
And finally, arguably the most exciting news on stream this week, Richard said that the main net would likely come 2 weeks after SEC balances are finalized and published. A new update was released to the balances Wednesday night to include several amendments for people who sacked incorrectly. I personally played around with testnet over the weekend for the first time now that most of the features are up and running. It's slick, it's fast, and the burn mechanism is going to be something great to watch. The list of to-dos keeps shrinking. Be sure to subscribe to stay in the know. Before we go, let's take a quick look at the market stats. For that, we'll turn to Blex at the big board.
Thanks, Bobby. Taking a quick look here, as you can see, the total number of stakers are up over 90,000, and the T-share rate currently sits at 21,288 Hex. The Hex price is down a bit this week, trading at around 13 cents on Uniswap, but liquidity is still thin, so volatility is to be expected. The price is down about 75% from its all-time high, offering a great buying opportunity for the new entrants into the system and those looking to accumulate T-shares. The average stake length continues to rise, now sitting at over 6.4 years, the longest it's ever been, and penalties continue to rein in, with almost 23 million Hex paid in penalties over the past 10 days. So the system is looking strong, the truth engine is still working as intended, and many are locking in their positions for the future. It's exciting times ahead, Bobby.
It is indeed. Well, with that, we'll close off with the meme of the week. Rumors circulated earlier this week that ETH 2.0 may be coming sooner than we thought. However, this brief high was debunked when a core developer said today that it won't be until the fall. This meme depicts the true order of things to come when Pulsechain wins the race to market. Glad to see two gentlemen getting along. And before we go, do us a favor and be sure to like and subscribe. If you would, please tell a friend or two and have them hit the bell notification so that you can stay up to date. If you haven't done so yourself, please do. As Pulsechain approaches, we look forward to bringing you more news from the broader Richard Hart ecosystem. So thank you for doing your part to helping us to be set up for when that time comes. Until then, thanks for turning in to another episode of Quatro Cinco News. I'm Bobby H. Signing off until another day. Stay safe and stay long, y'all. Good night.